Alright, let's see how hard we start buffering. Okay, where to check? Maybe here. Okay, and in the meantime, we're in the process of going up to the Hushed River Valley. I want to do some charcoal surveying because even though I spawned in the Hushed River Valley area on this run through, I'd never been there before, and I kind of had to run out before I died right quick. We're on our way from the Mystery Lake. We're in Mountain Town. I'm going to try to survey a little bit in the Mountain Town before heading north. Right now, this is the small guard post that is in the Milton Park area, upon which a moose spawned, hunted it right there, and spent about 2 days trying to
Looks like I survived
cook all of it, as we can see in all of these drawers. And there's some more elsewhere. But I think we'll just do a quick little run up to the northern area. Do some surveying in this northern area. Maybe try to get that memento cache. And then head back to prepare for a proper transition to the next zone. I think, though, that we'll keep this one quick, because what I really want to do is see how hard my current bitrate settings make everything buffer. Because I should be, if not oversaturating, pretty close to saturating on my end. And the less said about the encounter with that methamphetamine bath salts wolf during the couple of auroras that we were cooking, the better. Let's just head out in kind of a generally this way area. And there should be some passes up into these mountains, into these cliffs. Unless my memory is failing me, which it might be. Eating all this untreated and certainly parasitized one way or another meat. Perhaps there are things crawling in the brain. I can probably do a charcoal. Let's make sure, yeah, I even have charcoal. I'll be doing over here, then hug the wall. A deer means we're safe. Reading inputs like a 1995 arcade game. Always kind of a nice vibe. The developers may have done some weird things, but they certainly spent time nailing the dawn and dusk biome. Body over there. Let us start with the charcoal. Okay, very nice. Apparently walked by a body. I actually want to see if this guy over here has a hatchet, because my hatchet is currently quite low, at least for my standards, on condition. Got something like 26. Let's see what we can see. It's also not impossible that I've been here before and already taken anything worth taking. Nope.
That'll come in handy.
Well, it might come in handy, we'll see. Crow feathers come in handy, though. All the time. hoping there was a pass over there, but I suppose not. And that looks like a deer, which we don't need. Certainly stocked up well enough with the moose meat. Yeah, that is a deer. Caw, caw. Okay, that bump looks like it's intended to keep me from walking up there. Let's listen closely for any awoos in town. You never know what you're walking into. Especially near my favorite landmark, or favorite type of landmass, the blind corner. Okay. Rabbit wildlife means we're probably okay. All right. So this looks somewhat promising. Maybe it'll just bring me back to that clearing. Let's get to the arch and survey. Okay. Are we buffering over here? I think we might be. Or I just forgot to press the play button. Could be either way. Yeah, that's the deer. So then... let's survey and head over. Okay. I'm not anticipating any problems. But it doesn't hurt to be prepared. And you never know what might pop up. Oops. So the first time I came through, I hoovered up probably most of the stuff worth hoovering in this map, and I put it all in the Milton house. Unfortunately, there was no goose mother. But you can't have everything. So let's just continue up this road, charcoal as we go. If I remember, we'll end up over there, that radio tower. Okay. Probably premature. Oh, does it... I guess that's it looks impassable. No, it's climbable. Because there are little branches. I wasn't expecting it to go straight up here. I thought it looped around and went to the road first. Oh well. Shows what I know. Some good-looking mittens. And surely there's nothing dangerous up here. Perhaps a scenic vista? No such luck. Okay. I can't believe I haven't been up here.
I think I can use this.
Okay, not half bad. Empty? Empty. Okay, interesting. Cave. Which we can quickly check. Oh, is it right there? It is right there. A backpack, a dude, some coal. Don't need the coal. Hatchet, excellent. It's everything I ever dreamed it could be. Should probably have checked the condition.
Could end up being
I
useful.
never use accelerant. Okay, that's actually quite a good hatchet. And I'm not seeing anything else cheeky back here. Might be kind of dark. Okay, refresh this. And test this. Despite all of the crows, I'm not... Let's see. Okay, more climbing. And I think there's going to be a rope eventually. Okay, rabbits mean safe. This is actually a pretty chill zone despite it being rather barren. That is a lot of stuff. It's almost as if this place is part of the tutorial of the campaign. You see, he has to grab the branches or else he can't climb up rocks. It's impossible, clearly. Did I just hear paw pad or a hoof? No, just strange noises in the wilderness. Okay. Looking good. Let's go a little bit farther before surveying. I see that shadow. Okay, not bad. Although if their shadows are here, that means the sun is that way, which is north? No, I guess we're walking east. So that makes sense. Okay. I got turned around myself. Okay, another deer that we don't really need. Let's survey this corner. Sketchy, sketch, sketch, sketch. Rabbit, deer carcass. It's fine. It's a weird shaped tree over there. I wonder. Okay, I was honestly expecting there to be a rope to climb somewhere around here. Because I have a vague recollection of... Okay. Hello, Mackenzie's plane. Now, this place I don't believe I've been to before. Okay, metal. A briefcase.
Is it food or...
Hmm. Well, that looks somewhat precarious. There's something down there. It's a good place for another charcoal. See what it shows. Interesting. How do you get down there? Oh, that deer must have... Okay, climbing? Down to the deer? This is not the direction I was expecting this to go. Also, how many wings did this plane have? It looks like they're mostly intact, and yet there are huge chunks of fuselage and wing out here. And this is like a steel beam. You wouldn't find that on a puddle hopper plane. Okay. Climb down. I think you'll survive. And more down. Oh. Oh. Okay, I guess this is where the campaign begins, down here. Because I do have a vague recollection of this. Back when I originally played the first episode, climbing all these branches. Yep. Probably didn't need to actually come down here. Because the whole region is already... Yeah, this is more... I guess this is a pontoon. Did the pontoons fall off? I think the pontoons fell off.
Stuff will come in handy.
I don't need any of that. Gotta take the maple syrup. Let's get some sticks. I suspect... Oh. Hold on, hold on. These bodies means this is where a bear should be. What the heck? Never gonna come back here, so...
Excellent.
I mean, okay.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
As long as we're not climbing a rope, I think we should be able to climb cliffs while a little bit over encumbered. Can't climb a rope while you're over encumbered. As I'm sure anyone this deep in already knows. But yeah. Time to head back. Okay. See, Mackenzie skips leg day, but apparently does not skip arm day. I think when I came here in the campaign, I probably harvested all these rose hips and then never used any of them. Could probably count the number of times I've drank rose hip tea for the medicinal purposes on one hand throughout my entire time playing this game. Which isn't a huge amount, but it's basically a campaign, all the way through once, and then kind of a short-ish survival mode, you know, back when survival mode was really all there was. And then this survival mode. Always had an alternative to the rosehip tea. Yeah, I suppose that's a pontoon down there. But there is definitely way too much metal. There's like 4 extra wing metal bits. I guess developer wanted to make it look impressive, not reasonable. But if that's the way it's going to be, then that is their artistic license. And now I can look at that stick tree. What is that tree doing? I guess it might just be chilling. Yeah, it's just a small stick tree. It doesn't look super familiar, though. Well, maybe they're not common in other regions. Or maybe I'm just blind. Many things can be true at the same time. But I think me being blind is one of the most true ones. Some sticks. I feel like there ought to be a way up over there. Better safe than sorry. About half on the fatigue. Not the end of the world. I'm not a fan when the efficient carrying weight starts reducing. I will say, in these quiet moments that I am, of course, piercing through right now, developers really nailed the vibe, I think. I enjoy this blocky, mid-poly aesthetic. Although, you know, maybe the developer was using these rose hips, like other games use yellow paint, to direct people towards these climbing zones, which is clever, because they don't look out of place. I really could have sworn there was a rope somewhere in this area. Well, I guess that's my memory shot. Cave that we checked. This thing up here. Let's check for a little bit more. B for buffering. Not really there. Not really there. Interesting, actually. History graph. You guys can't see, but there's a cute cat poured out on the table next to me. Sleeping. I'm almost certain I missed something there. But it is what it is. And that means we'll walk around the long way. It shouldn't be too bad. Despite picking up that delicious maple syrup. If there is more food along the way, I will hoover that up too. Yep, definitely been here before. Okay. And this is where the fluffy things are. So, no scent. More worried across the bridge, but they could be underneath it too. I haven't heard an awoo. So maybe we're safe on this side? Listening for paw prints. Paw padding. I wonder if we can take a shortcut over up that hill. Yeah, I don't know what's going on where all the wolves are. Not that I'm complaining. You can appreciate creatures from a very far distance. Yeah, that looks walkable. And make sure we don't get jump scared. Actually, at this point, I can't guarantee that. Okay. Looking good. In the neighborhood. And surely there will be nothing along this pass. Surely. Surely it will be a pass. One. Let's do this, this. Just checking a few things. Aha. Okay. Check some settings. Uh-huh. Okay, network is looking like it's actually suffering a little bit. Oops. The wrong button there. Back here and check this guy. Surely it's all quiet on the northern front. It's actually, oop. Awoo detected. Far away. Let's get, is that a cave? It is. Let's get to the top of this hill here. Do a survey. And then take a peek in that cave. Hopefully we don't find a bear. Let's make sure. Excellent. Are you empty, Mr. Cave? Or do you have a denizen? Actually looks completely empty. Tripped over some geometry on the ground there. Okay, so we head north. That little shack over there, I believe, was the first place I kind of found an inside place to hide up and not get frozen to death when I entered this region. And I think it has a fire pit too, that I kind of want to go and make some charcoal with. Make some charcoal, make some water maybe. Sleep. Love to sleep. Well, I don't know about you, but I do. Yep, I remember this submerged wooden path. What are you yawning for? You're barely even tired. Okay, this is probably good enough. Out of charcoal, of course. Of course. Even more reason. Start a fire. I wish that it was sunny out. Guess we can... Ooh. Okay, so I probably did light a fire there and forget to pick up the charcoal. Because I don't remember ever seeing more than 1 or 2 charcoals replaced in one of these things. My cat is making grunting noises at me. Okay. Add fuel. Cedar. And should give us 2 more charcoal. In the meantime, never have too much water. Well, maybe that's not true. If you're in the ocean, you can have too much water. Let's walk a little bit over here, do a charcoal, then walk back, perhaps 1 more charcoal. Finding a 4 charcoal windfall feels life-changing. Oh, come on now. You're really not going to give me any of this? Or does it only go up that high? I probably did charcoal up here, and it just didn't go any farther than this limit, which is interesting, let's say. Okay, but in the meantime, melted, so you can probably sleep an hour at a time. Couple quick cat naps. Pun only intended retroactively. Okay. You up, and let's do 1 more. Let's see how much fatigue that leaves us with. Not a huge amount still. But I think enough to continue. Okay, let's see. How many calories do we have here?
Might have to
850.
drop some gear.
850 is not a huge amount. So let's see what we can find over here. Charcoal at the top of that hill up ahead. Should be a good place for it. Maximize the road metric. I don't know if it's true or not, but it feels like you're a little bit faster when you're walking on the pavement. And that looks too small to be. I feel like that shouldn't be paved. Okay, I think the cave to the next region is somewhere over here. It might even be that. But I don't want to go there quite yet. This looks walkable. Okay. Excellent. I haven't heard any oohs this direction. Okay, definitely been here before because there were saplings that look harvested. Is this just right here? I think it's just right here. I've probably already charcoaled over here. So let's go to the north and see if we can add this cave to the map. So I won't forget where it is again. Just need to get close enough. Oops. Did not mean to click that. And it wasn't close enough. That's the downside of tabbing out and then clicking to tab back in. Okay. Surely this is close enough, right? Okay. I feel like that other one also probably should have done it. But what can you do? Not too much, I suppose. Pick up a couple sticks on the way. Fastest way to get some firewood is to hoover up all the sticks. Okay, looking clear. Now this region I don't think I've ever been to before. Whether that's because I never walked here or not is an open question, but I can't recall the first time that I played this game, the survival mode. I'm not sure if the Milton region was even in the survival mode. I just remember the crumbling highway. Good place for a charcoal. Okay. I definitely thought this road was going north. But it's towards the memento cache. Which I think we can probably get to before it gets too dark. And then maybe we just pop a squat there. How rude to not leave anything in the trunk. You'd think they'd be more considerate of lone survivors after a post-apocalyptic
Nobody needs this
solar
anymore.
event. And then on the way back we can head there, take a left, and go into this dark region in the middle.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
That does tend to be how it works. But hey, who am I to know? You definitely didn't, or at least I definitely didn't come up this way in the survival mode. Not the survival mode, that's not the word I was looking for. The campaign mode is the word I was looking for. I think? Or maybe I did, because I do remember... Do I remember? I have a memory, however reliable that is, of finding a bridge that might have been out. So I may have walked this way. Looks like a good place for a charcoal. Maybe up this little hill here. Hope we can sneak it in before it gets inclement weather conditions. Okay, so that's down. Oops. pickup. Okay, check the bridge. Yeah, because I think there was like a cache of stuff in this car pileup.
Excellent.
So I was definitely here. Well, that's nice. I don't think it's better than a wolf coat, but it is nice. I think there was a cache in maybe the trunk of one of these pickups in the episode mode.
That'll come in
Love a
handy.
match. Don't need the soda, and it's also ruined. Love some fishing tackle. It has become my preferred method of sewing, as opposed to sewing kits. Just because I made a lot of them and got attached. You might say it hooked me, but tish. Don't complain. You know you love the cringe.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Yeah, beef jerky's still at 99% condition. Like 4 months into the apocalypse. Sounds about right. Lantern fuel, only useful if you have a lantern. And lanterns are a little bit too heavy for me to carry around. Oops. Released a little bit early.
This'll keep the lamp
And
burning.
more fuel. Someone was worried about running out of light. Love the matches. Take all the matches. More coats. It's getting a little bit heavy.
All this gear is slowing me down.
And if there's anything else in that car, I can't see it. So it's not my problem. Now, if I remember correctly, I think this way has the boulder strewn / boulder blocked pass that the convict bus was going through. Which means that Pleasant Valley should be on... I don't need more spray paint, I don't use it that much. Pleasant Valley should be on the other side of it, but it should also be blocked. So I believe there isn't a way into another region over here.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, that's a bear. No, thank you. No, thank you. And to be completely honest, I could pop it with an arrow and hide in one of these cars and just wait it out. But I just hunted a moose yesterday, and I do not need all of that meat. You know, I've got half a mind to do it anyway. Just because I don't know where it's going to go. And sleep time is imminent. It's easier for me to navigate when it's not dark, and it's also easier for you to see when it's not dark. Can the bear even pass through all these cars? I don't know if it can. So, let's go down into the valley here and deal with it tomorrow. Yeah, darkness and snow, the snow being as bright as it is, kind of makes it really hard to see what's going on in this game sometimes. But what can you do other than find a place that you won't get eaten by a bear? All right. Head down, not trip over anything dangerous. Start a fire, find somewhere to put the bedroll. And that should just about do it. Okay. This looks like a risky jump. Is there even a way down, maybe is the better question. Looks like a crossable branch. I am somewhat worried about walking steep things in the darkness, because I fell off a train trellis that way not too long ago. Okay. This should take us down. Or it should take us somewhere. Is this just the other side where the bear is going to come and get us? Okay, maybe that wasn't the greatest of plans. I want to go down. The memento's somewhere over here, it looks like. It looks like it's actually not completely at the level of the river. I'm feeling a little bit safer from the bear down here. Okay, let's find a nook, start a fire. Actually, nap first, then start a fire. Because if it does get really cold, it'd be better to have the fire. And it tends to get cold in the wee hours of the morn. Start with 5 hours. Let's listen to see if we've gotten snuck up on. No, okay, so I'm feeling good about it. Good spot. Eat, drink, and be merry. Okay, now that fire. Just to get some more charcoal. Of course, with my luck, I'm sure the wind is going to start blowing straight at it.
Come on.
You can do it. Okay, excellent.
Turned out pretty well.
And sticks. 3 hours for 3 charcoal. And sleep for 3 hours. That should get us close to morning. Not quite close enough. But it slept for 3 hours. That timing didn't quite make sense to me. .00 kilograms only. This is like 2 drops of maple syrup left. Okay. And I guess we can do a little bit of water to force this into embers.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Oh, didn't realize that was a car. Let's check the car. Kind of heavy. Probably from all those military coats that got picked up. Spruce Falls Bridge. Let's see, how is the... Can probably do a charcoal down here. Let's first check the car. Nope, nothing in the car. You can see the back seat from here and there's nothing. Alright. This is actually going farther than I was expecting. I would have thought that it'd be blocked by here. And we don't need the route. This guy. Because already one, have a bunch, and two, for being a harvestable item, it's quite heavy actually. Let's see how far we can go down here. And when it eventually, inevitably, becomes blocked, we can do some charcoal surveying. Let's see, yeah. Really goes farther than I was expecting. Is this the blockage? I think this is the blockage. Come on, just barely mistimed it. How can you do that to me? Delicious marshmallow. Okay, here's the blockage. Probably never be coming back here. So let's just make sure there's nothing good hiding. And backtrack. Assuming we don't get stuck up on that geometry. The one downside, well, there are many downsides, but one substantial downside of the design philosophy of not having any on-demand climb or mantle capabilities, I'm sure it keeps you from, you know, Skyrim horsing your way up these vertical cliffs. But it makes getting stuck behind perhaps the not perfectly designed geometry very dangerous. Okay, that's looking good. And we can go, and that fire is probably out by now. Could have three charcoals, maybe 4 if we're lucky. If I was timing that improperly. Head back around where we saw the bear. If the bear is still there, we'll do a little bit of trolling. Because it would be convenient to have a nice little source of food that's quite close to this cave system, as opposed to down here in Milton Park. I mean, it's not that much closer, but it's a little bit more convenient to get to. Okay, there's our fire. Here's some more questionable geometry that's ankle height, but you can't step over it. Okay, 5 charcoal. I'm not sure how that math works out. I thought it always took 1 hour per charcoal. And I thought that I set that fire with 3 hours worth of firewood. Now, it did burn longer than expected the first time, you know, when I first took the nap and woke up, it was still burning. Listen very carefully for that bear. But I thought that at most it would be 4 hours. Yeah, this has got to be walkable, right? Actually, first, where's that memento cache? Rose hips, reishi, points straight to it. So rose hips, where are the rose hips? Here's the reishi. Where are the rose hips? Or is this even the reishi that I'm looking for? Rose hips, reishi. Should be rose hips right around here, if I'm reading that map correctly. But I don't see any. Very peculiar. Is there another stump with mushrooms on it? Or are those the rose hips and reishi? I think that's got a better chance of being it. Because compared to the bridge, you know, I don't know what to think anymore. But this has got to be it, which means the cache should be something around like by that rock, or maybe up on that ledge. So cache. Okay, let's check the rock, and there we are. Sneaky breaky. Spray paint, don't need it. Flashlight, don't need it. Fire striker is nice to have. It's like the infinite, well, it's not infinite, but a very weight efficient match. Okay, so let's just watch out for that bear over this blind corner. Hate a blind corner.
I can walk with this much gear.
Oh, you can walk. And you will walk. The bear was right up this road. Let's get some... Wait. Is that it? I'm extremely confused. That's not a bear, is it? Is it sleeping? Okay, hold on. Last bear gave me 5 bears killed. Still 5 bears killed. What is this? Oh, that looks more like it's sleeping than it's dead. But there's an extremely convenient car right here. So we do a bit of trolling. Yep. Nice try, bud. Nice try. And now we just wait, I suppose. One thing that really actually annoys me about this design is that you can't look backwards in these cars. And they're always facing the wrong direction for what I want to be looking at. For example, a bear that may be walking towards, may be walking away, who knows? It may be right by the door. I don't hear any... There it is. I can't hear it, but I can see it just behind that little support. Above, yeah, right now its feet are above the headrest of the seat. Okay, so it's walking, and now I wish I could turn around. But it was not meant to be. I hear it now. I heard a snuffle and a paw step. Okay, I don't hear it anymore, so how close can it really be? So it should be bleeding. Is that my arrow up there? Yeah, I see blood droplets. Very nice. Yeah, my broken arrow. Luckily, even though the arrow broke, actually this is feeling extremely risky
This pack is
because
getting
I'm so
too heavy to
slow and
carry.
the car is far away. Okay, I didn't even know there was actually a pass back here. Okay. Is it worth it? It's still walking around. Is it worth it to go over here and do a survey at the dead end? Because that's kind of what I want to do. That's actually a lot more space up there than I was anticipating. I was wondering why the bear was trapped over on the other side of this bridge, but I guess it's not so trapped. Okay, we're just going to be in a really bad way if that bear decides to come back. Fingers crossed. Very good survey location. I also don't want to shoot another arrow at it, just in case that restarts the bleed out timer. Okay. So it's somewhere up there. I hope it didn't sneak past. No, we're fine. So the bear's somewhere up there. We can chill in this car. Well, anti-chill, I suppose. Basically wait the bear out. And then see where it ended up. So let us pass time, maybe 3 hours? Dot. Take care of some necessities. Yeah, these cattail stalks are so calorically efficient. It's like 3,000 calories per kilogram or something. Okay, let's leave that there. Hope we don't get ganked by a bear. Alright, looking good. Check the number of bears defeated. Still 5. Hop inside and actually rest. Wait, pick up. Why is that a pickup option? Car sleep. Which is what I should have done before, but I wasn't thinking about it. We check the number. Do we have a 6? And why am I not? Yes, we do have a 6. Perfection. Now, there's nothing to say the bear is alone up there. This is new territory for me too. Let's see how far off it got. Wait, is it new territory? Can you walk this way during the campaign? Is this where that rope ends up? This must be where the rope ends up that I was expecting. Perhaps I was mixing up my Milton roads. Wait, if I was a bear, I would not have gone as far away as this guy went. Yeah, this must have been the place I was expecting earlier. Alright. That's not what I meant to do. H put away. Come on, Winnie the Pooh. Where are you hiding? Man, how far did this guy go? All the way back to his cave? Past the rabbits? Wait, if that's a cave, does it go through? Or is it a dead end? I think I'm remembering now. I think this cave goes through. So let's put it on the map. I think it's probably this cave here. Put it on the map. And go inside. I mean, it says cave. This, like... Is that actually travel? Where'd the bear go?
Heavy.
I'm so confused. I want to find the bear before moving off. I mean, it can't go inside, can it? Where is the bear? Did it just go off in some corner? It must be up here somewhere. Because there was... Well, maybe there was an opportunity for it to walk past. During that 4-hour wait. If it did come back down, that's more convenient, actually. I'm not seeing anything here. Yeah, it really must have...
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, you can carry much more. It really must have come back down and just gone around a corner that I didn't see. How peculiar. There it is, okay. Not a bad spot, actually. So let's put a bunch of stuff in this car trunk. And then we can think about ferrying things back and forth. Doing some, what is that? That. Oh, that's skeleton for bear house. So this must be its normal sleeping area? It does look like it. Yeah, that must be it. Okay. Well, I suppose that makes things make sense. Well, let's stow the stuff in the trunk. Let's see, what do we want to drop? All the sticks. Can drop a bunch of that clothing we picked up. 2 kilograms per military coat, that's a lot. Windbreaker. Don't need all that stuff. Probably going to end up ripping it up. Okay, can transfer all the water. Don't need the flashlight. Let's use the lower quality knife. Don't need the revolver. Probably should have dropped some of the ammo. Way back. And we can drop the mountaineering rope. If If I had remembered that I was carrying the mountaineering rope, I really should have dropped it back at the cave to the northern region, if I was thinking properly. Okay, but for now... Okay, so paw over the head means it's sleeping. Paw not over the head means it is safe. Some of these crow feathers. Okay. Meat. And probably carry... Probably going to be a 3-trip situation, so let's do 13. 13 kilos. Alright, that's a good start. Yeah, so we can ferry here to the bridge vehicles, then ferry to this guy, then ferry. Well, I think we can leave a whole bunch of stuff up north at the bridge vehicle. And anything else we want to bring, we can take all the way to the cave system. Hey, where's a good place to leave stuff? I guess back at the trailer. Okay, but I think the last thing we want to do for now, beyond ensuring we're still throttling properly, is harvest everything from this bear. Ah, so there's some hitching. Let's do another 13. I feel like this math isn't mathing. 2 13s is 26. If it started with 35, yeah, I guess 8 is around what is expected to be left. Now this stuff has to go into the next trunk over because the close one is full. But it will be leapfrogging, so might as well take it a couple farther. And actually, what am I saving stamina for? Did I really walk past this trunk? All these cars have flares. I suppose it's a good idea in the wilderness. Okay. Probably gonna have to cook some of this bear meat tonight. Because we're definitely getting low on the available food. I was somewhat anticipating this, which is why I picked those cattail stalks earlier. Because I think that's just going to give us enough to get through. There we go. And I think we can get the rest of this bear right now. It's a lot of gut. A lot of gut.
Wonder if I can drop any
The
of this
darkness.
gear. Feels like night is coming.
Feels like night is coming? My brother, use your eyes. Night is upon us. Alright. And despite the windiness here, I think we'll start a fire. I think we'll start a fire on the bridge. I'm hoping that... Need fuel. Okay, I need to find some branches. I'm hoping that there's enough... I dropped the sticks, didn't I? Enough wind cover from a car that the bridge will work out. Like that guy there. So let's see. What is that? That's a signpost. Definitely going to go have to find some branches to hack down in the morning, though. Okay, are you going to provide any wind cover? Are you? If I snuggle up here? Probably not. So I guess let's just hope that we get lucky. Should be good on...
Come on.
water, for now anyway. I think let's start by cooking.
That's done.
Fuel. Not water. Let's place a pot. The ultimate in cooking technology. And then cook a couple bears. 5. Let's wait. And eat directly. Do we have enough fuel for we do? Assuming that we don't get too winded out. Okay. And now, any more... a large bear meat is going to take too long to cook, I think. Oop. Sped up on the wrong one.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Okay. So that's set. Now let's drop all this stuff in a trunk. And then go sleep until morning. And assuming we get a save, probably call it there. Alright, looking good. 33 weight. What else can we drop for now? Just a couple trips wouldn't hurt. Use it or lose it. Okay. Passenger seat, just so the Rozzers don't think we're driving under the influence. Of course, that wouldn't stop them. And let's sleep for 9. That should put us solidly in early morning. And if we get a save... perfect. Most excellent. Alright, so let's call it there. Okay, you may have been able to tell, but I've been Yuchi, and I've been trying. See you on the proverbial flip side.